Hello everyone, welcome back. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? Okay, we have seen how to create a string and how to get the information or input from the user, and let's see some of the utility methods. Okay, so where we can convert some kind of data to some different kind of format. So let's see with some simple example. Okay, let's take I have a variable called name and it holds Python. Okay, so I'm going to print name. So we all know that it is going to print Python. Simple, straightforward. Okay. In case, okay, so I want to convert my input, the data which I'm displaying, it has to be in all upper cases. Okay. So before that, let me show you the Python document. Okay. So where we have a tremendous amount of methods which is available, the predefined functions. Okay. Let's open the doc and we can find the Python standard library. Under the Python standard library, try to find string. Okay, string dot formatter field. Let's search for the methods. String methods. Okay, see. So these are all the methods. String dot capitalize, scaffold, center, count, encode, ends with, expand tabs, and format map or in-text and is alphanumeric. No, okay. So we don't know how to go through all of them. Let's try with simple few methods and we'll see how the outcome looks like. So whenever you get a time, so try to implement most of the methods. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use not all of them, just few of them. Okay. Say name dot upper. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to change my data into uppercase. It's done. But the ultimate thing is here, you printed the data and you modify it to uppercase. But when you print the name again, it won't maintain the same thing again because we just display the value. But when you print the name, it again print the normal data which is available in the name variable. Okay. So what else we can do? So we tried upper. So obviously then we have to try the lowercase. Okay, so all lowercase and then we can try something like title as well. Okay, so if you use only one word, it's hard to find what the title is exactly doing. So what we can do is, so I'm gonna put welcome to Python language. Okay, let's run this. See, the title, it will change all the letter, the beginning letter, which is nothing but each word, the beginning letter will change to the uppercase. That is called capitalize. We can another way we can simply say it's a capitalize. Okay. So what are the other methods which we can do and we can use trim as well. So for example, I have another variable called trim example. So which holds some string data and it contains some space, welcome, and it will have some other space after that. And I'm going to print the same here. So print, and I'm going to print the data here. So let's see what happened. Okay, so if you see the outcome, you might see the spaces here. Okay, it won't trim anything. Okay, it's a kind of slicing the empty spaces. So what we can do is we can use stripe method. Stripe, if you want to know what stripe is exactly doing, go to the Oracle docs and go to Python standard library and find string and go to the string methods, and you can see, try to search for something like stripe. Okay, see, we have a L stripe here, but let's see the stripe first. Okay. Okay. See, now we won't see the empty spaces in the before and as well as the after. Okay. So what basically it is doing is when you use a stripe, basically it's trying to remove all the empty spaces between, not kind of between, it's from the beginning and as well as from the end. It will remove all the empty spaces. Okay, in other case, I don't want to trim the entire case. I just want to trim only the left side of the string. So in that case, what you can do is instead of using direct stripe, you can use L stripe, is nothing but left stripe. Okay, try. Now you won't find the empty space in the left side, but if you try to select here, you will find the empty space here. Okay. Okay, the other case, when we do the left stripe, let's try the right stripe as well. So, and this, okay, so here the left side space, it's keep at as it is remaining, okay, but the right side, the spaces has been removed, okay. So, and I do have a lot of methods to see is upper, is title, or we have seen all those things, but what else is missing? We have is alpha, so is alpha method to verify the data which you're checking, that is alpha or it's a numeric or it's alphanumeric, all those things we can check it out. Okay, let's give it a simple try. I'm gonna try something like, okay, validate is equal to John John Dennis. So I'm going to check print whether my validate is alpha. Is alpha. Okay, so let's see. False. It is not alpha. Okay, the reason is there is a case sensitive case. If you want to know what exactly the alpha is doing, as I said earlier, just go to the documentation and try to search for the alpha method. Is alpha return true if all characters in the string are alphabetic and there is at least one character. Okay, so for example is LM, LT, LU, LI. Let's try something different here. So let's see ABC. True, because it's following the alphabetical order. So let's try small case. Let's see what happened. It has returned the true again. So the case is not a big deal here. So then, okay, let's have ABC 1, 2, 3. So let's see what happened. It has to throw false because it's not alpha. Okay. So in that case, we need to check is alphanumeric. So alphanumeric, alnum. So the method called alnum. If I, yes, it is true. Okay. So like this, there are a lot of predefined methods, but we cannot go to all the methods here. And the simple, so there is another simple example to find out the duplicate. For example, I have a duplicate. I have a variable called duplicate, and it has a many number of values. For example, it contains a list of names around John, Dennis, Phil, Colson, and I have a John again. Okay, so I'm going to print the duplicate values of how many occurrence. So what we can simply use is you have to use the variable name, which is nothing but duplicate dot count, and the count method takes a string parameter, is nothing but what is the data we are trying to validate. So I'm going to validate the John. I just want to know how many times the John has been written. Just try that. See, it's true. Okay, just try out the all other method which is under the string methods, and as I said, there are huge amount of methods, the predefined methods which is available, so you can make use of it. So just give it a try and let me know if you guys need any clarifications. Thank you.